I'll be all in my bag. Copy and paste with the swag. Bet you can't do it like me. All my winners on repeat. Take your L like a boss. Stand 10 toes on your feet. I can never take a loss. I ain't set up for defeat. 4 Giottos on the truck. I had a dream and it's stuck. Living my life cause we up. Looking back like where the love. Swear I be hella low key. But contrary to belief, loyalty runs deep. I keep my ear to the streets. Struggle turn me to a beast. I'm off the chain, I'm off the leash. But baby girl, I play for keeps. Told my brother lately, I've been scheming against all odds like Willie Beeman. I've been grinding lately, this my season. Lord knows I'm trying to find my reason. Lay it out on the line, ain't no looking back. Giving my all with no strings attached. Can't roll the bottom, roll through the cracks. Spotlight on you, boy, how you gon' act? Hey, I remember sleeping with my ribs touched. I remember sleeping with my ribs touched. Now I get it go. Now I get it go. Now I get it go. Ain't it crazy how the tables turn? You can fold or you can stand firm. I'm a real one, so I ain't concerned. I'm fully built for this life. I think I earned all my stripes. I don't believe all the hype. Get back on my feet and get right. Watch you work, watch him hate, watch him lurk. Can't relate, watch you skirt. Out the mud, out the dirt, above the waters, in the murks, out the gate, on site. Red breed, red tight, set the bar, take flight. Yeah, I've been grinding since a young and they told me my timing was coming. I've been hustling with no fun and forget all the fame, get the money. I'm out in LA where it's sunny. I've been eating since a young and since we ain't have food in our tummy. The life we was living ain't funny, but you cannot take nothing from me. Put that on my mama, my daughter, my cousin, my brother, I'll show you.
This building holds just north of 80,000, and they have come out in very good numbers today at FedEx Field in Landover, Maryland. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Dallas Cowboys and the Washington football team. Set to go now in Week 6 of the NFL season, and we are underway on EA Sports. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. 19-yard line. So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. They'll run for the first time with Kareem Hunt. And they're able to get this one across the 35. An excellent way to start the drive there, 18 yards. Well, one unit I know you want to watch is that offensive line. If they keep clearing holes like that, it could be a long night defensively.
No doubt about it, because when they are in sync, as we're seeing so far, when that continuity is there and you can see that they're playing off of each other while controlling the defensive front linebackers, you're exactly right. It could be a very long night for the defense because someone's going to run for some big yardage.
On 1st and 10, it's Haskins. Slings this deep from McClure. This is caught at the 20. And he takes this down deep on the Cowboys side of the field. Washington. Big yardage that time for Washington. 47 yards. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. From the red zone now, Haskins on 1st down. Looking for McLaurin, and he's got him. Touchdown, Washington. Terry McLaurin, his 4th touchdown on the year. And Washington takes the ball down the field and scores on their opening drive. It's good, and Washington will take a 7-0 lead.
Makes this Washington 7, Cowboys 0.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. So Prescott of the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. From the shotgun, he'll throw. He'll find Lamb. That's complete. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. That one goes for 24 yards.
And the Cowboys 1st down.
And he's got it across the midfield stripe and into Washington territory. He would call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down.
4 yards on the
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown, so a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later, and let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on first down.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Out of the gun, here's Prescott. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. And it's a fumble.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. So possession still theirs, but now they face a 3rd down. Here's Prescott. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Give him 10 there. Good enough for a Cowboy first down.
I like the screen being called here early in the game, especially on the opening drive, because, Brandon, when guys come out of the locker room, especially those pass rushers, they are so amped up to get to the quarterback that you can use that against them, and a screen pass is a great way of doing it. A lot of teams against good pass rushing teams, they want to run the screen 10 to 12 times in a game.
5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down. Another good run there for a guy who, remember, on Wednesday was named NFC Offensive Player of the Week for what he did a week ago.
Yeah, and you know it takes some solid runs and some extra special ones in order to win that type of an award. I think he's locked in and wants to get it done a second time.
Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Pressure, and that's certainly going to be a key to this game going forward. And that time, they were able to get in there and influence the throw. And remember, quarterbacks got to get rid of it. They don't have the tuck rule that they can fall back on anymore.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Prescott from the gun. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 16. And he brings it back to right around the 26-yard line. What a start defensively. Your offense goes out, gets the touchdown, and then you get the interception. Just perfect.
How about the discipline that they showed on defense? Because after the offense scored to go up 7-zip, you would think they might be a little extra aggressive trying to get back at them. Instead, they read their keys well. When they took the shot downfield, they were more than prepared for that one.
And he'll go down right at the 30-yard line. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down.
Well, at the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to huddle and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
Play action. Haskins. Looking for McLaurin, and he's got him. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. That one good for 26 and a first down.
At the 44-yard line.
So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. Off the play fake. Here's Haskins. He's going to fire one deep over. That's caught inside the 20. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A very solid gain of 27.
1st and 10 at the 17-yard line.
On first down, they'll run with Hunt. Able to fight for about 4 yards there to the 13.
The ball carrier.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. From the gun, it's Haskins. And that is caught. Touchdown, Washington. Corey Davis, his second touchdown on the season. And Washington is able to stretch their lead. Well, they have to be loving this start to the first quarter.
Well, the way that they're going, I mean, they're about 2 touchdown drives already. They feel very confident and feel like they have all the answers in this game. They're 1 point away from going up 14-0. Maybe they press the advantage and go for 2.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
At their own 25-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get them down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. A handoff as they run the counter play. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
You know, it's not just all athleticism from defensive linemen. Let's give them a little credit for their football intelligence as well. Read and react by them, understood the play call, and stacked it up and stuffed the run.
38-yard line, 2nd and 9. From the shotgun, it's Prescott. Able to hit his target, Lamb. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
14. Cowboys, nothing.
An extra man here in the secondary for Washington on 3rd down. To throw is Prescott. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. 11 yards and a Cowboy first down. And this is a guy who last week not only helped his real team, but really helped a lot of fantasy teams. 3 trips to pay dirt. They've got to contain him.
And watching him play is like going to lunch with you when you order that combo plate, right? In this case, his combo plate is he can go over the top of you and catch it in front, turn it into a big game, run past you, and then uses his size and his physical abilities to keep you away from the football. Hard to defend this guy.
Reigning NFC Offensive Player of the Week. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 47. And his guys are going to get the football at their own 47-yard line.
They'll take over.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. It's been a good first half so far. They're up 14-0. Points here, they could really put them in command before intermission.
Yeah, and it's all well and good what they're seeing and how they're feeling right now.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Jordan Lewis. And his guys will take over at the 25-yard line. This defense had 3 interceptions last week. They're on pace for more than that here. 2 in the first half.
Do not adjust your set. This is not instant replay. This is a defense that is locked in. They're essentially running the routes for the receivers and turning them into the receivers themselves, aren't they? I mean, it is amazing what I'm seeing because the reactions of those guys back in the back 7, phenomenal.
So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. Here's Prescott. This to Jarwin. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. That's a good chunk of yardage. It's going to be canceled out.
And we always talk about hidden yardage in a game. that's going to count as that, because now it doesn't go on the books, but now they have to make that up again, don't they?
They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold. Play fake. Here's Prescott. And Prescott, his 3rd interception. Picked off at the 21. And they will set up shop with outstanding field position in the red zone at the 17-yard line.
At the 17-yard line.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Now after the turnover, here's Haskins. And he is into the end zone for a Washington touchdown. Terry McLaurin with his 2nd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And Washington able to stretch that lead out even further. And it is now 21-0.
Makes this Washington 21. Cowboys nothing.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25.
25-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
And they'll run on the inside handoff. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
Hands it off out of the gun. He'll get 3 up to midfield.
The ball carrier.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
Prescott's pass.
That's a good job there by the corner. We do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice, sure tackle.
The Cowboys on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. Now Prescott. And he'll have his man. That's Cooper. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30.
Complete.
Cooper's first catch and good for a 1st down.
14.
And I don't think there's any question that this offense is going to need to hit on a few more plays like this. It's been a difficult first half for them, to say the least. And I do believe if they want to get back in this game, they need to start right now. It's kind of like making adjustments. If you try and wait until the half, it's probably too late. They need to get going right here.
Looking for his running back, and he's got him. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. A good pickup there, 21 yards. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. And again, it's Prescott. Got an open man, the tight end, Jarwin. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. Not much there, only a yard.
I think it's okay there. They didn't get a whole lot on that play, but it's nice to have a safety valve that's built like this guy. Big target, guy you can spot pretty easily. Put it on him when your other targets aren't open.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. Coming up at the half, a reminder, we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman. He'll have a look back at our first half as well as a look ahead to what's coming up later this weekend. Looking to throw again on second down. Prescott, and he'll go down. Brought down at the 20-yard line. Everson Griffin on the sack, taken to the 4th round back in 2010. What a steal.
And it's third down. Third and long.
They'll need a big play here, will Dak and the Cowboys after the sack. It's 3rd and long. Looking to throw. Prescott. And this is caught. It's Cooper. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. This is 1st and goal and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime. They hand off to their big tight end, and he'll get in. Touchdown, Cowboys. Dalton Schultz, his first touchdown on the year. And the Cowboys get a bit closer. It's up, it's good, and that'll cut the lead to 21-7.
This Washington 21. Cowboys 7. Greg Zuerlein to kick off for Dallas.
Now after the touchdown, it's Zuerlein. He'll kick it away. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And all deep in his own territory. He coughs up the football.
Well, let's just call that play exactly what it is. Needed, because they wanted to get back in the game, and they knocked the ball free, and now they have a chance to do exactly that.
They got the chance. Now they have to take advantage. So a challenge coming down from the booth, and that's where these challenges come from, of course, in the final 2 minutes of the half.
Yeah, now we're going to New York, right? That's command central for the officials. They'll talk, they'll take a look at it, communicate with the referee at the game site, and issue a final decision, because they do have the final call now.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. You've got under a minute to go here until halftime. You got the good-sized lead. No need to do anything crazy.
No, there really is no need to do anything crazy. The smart play, go ahead and take your lead into the locker room and then try and add to it in the second half. But there's a part of me that looks at this and says, first half going my way, I have a little bit of a cushion. Let's go ahead and try and extend things. If you've got some good plays drawn up, you might want to think about them right here.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Haskins. That's complete to Moss out of the backfield. Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. Haskins looking to throw on first down. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Trayvon Diggs. And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line. That's sort of a second quarter to forget for him. Now 2 picks in this frame.
Almost as if the first one that he threw, he couldn't shake, couldn't get it out of his head. He ends up throwing a second one as a result.
Compounds the mistake a little bit.
Yeah, you got to be able to forget, compartmentalize, whatever you want to call it, and move on. He hasn't been able to do so here in the second.
Just over 30 seconds to go in the half. They've got it 1st and 10. Following the interception, here's Prescott. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Prescott. Oh, Prescott stripped. And it's Washington that scoops it up. The big fella. And he gets it back into the end zone. It's a fumble recovery leading to a Washington touchdown. This first half has been a nightmare for that offense. Defense just dominating them.
And when you're picking up the ball, picking up their mistakes, and taking it the other way and putting it in the end zone, that's a defense's dream. They're having that type of a game.
Everything that can go wrong has gone wrong for this offensive unit. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. This is Tony Pollard. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28.
The Cowboys take over 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. Prescott looks to throw on first. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And that will be caught, but out of the end zone, says the field judge. It's ruled incomplete. Michael Gallup, that's who he was looking for. And that'll bring up 2nd down. And unless this is a quick incompletion, this is likely the last play here of this first half.
56. Mike, 56. Right there. 56.
Final play of the half. Prescott. He'll let this go for the end zone. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach! So Washington in a good spot. They've got the lead. They will get the football as the second half gets underway. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They'll start the 3rd quarter here on the ground. And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
2nd and 12.
At the 23, it's 2nd and 12. Throwing, Prescott. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Another attempt, another incompletion, and when I look at the scoreboard and where we are in this game, it comes to mind that they have to start getting the ball in the hands of their playmakers. Throw it to the guys that maybe can take a short pass and turn it into a long gain or make people miss downfield. They've got to have points, and the guys who can put the ball in the end zone, they're the ones that need to touch the ball.
And that is incomplete.
Well, coming into this one, we expected that this offense would have trouble with this defense, and that's exactly the way that this game has gone. Pressure in his face. Coverage downfield has been tight. That led to another incompletion. This defense, they're exactly who we thought they were coming into this one.
39 yards on the punt, give him just 1 yard on the return. And it will be Washington football now with a 1st and 10.
38-yard line.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. They were able to get the ball back here, didn't surrender any points. Now they'll look to add to that lead.
Yeah, how about the boost the defense gave them? Going right out on the field, shutting them down, not giving up any points, and turning the ball back over. They want to do their part now and show them a little respect and some gratitude by scoring some points.
And to get a little more cushion. So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. He's going to go for a big play downfield. That's caught inside the 20. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Another big play here as they strike for 31. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10.
Hey, we got to get this stop here, D. 36. Watch out.
And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. Add the gain here to the previous play, and it's better than 40 yards total.
5-yard line.
Well, that'll help the old passing stats. Remember, it was a pop pass, so it's not a wide receiver run there, Charles.
I like the way that you scored it, and that's exactly how it goes into the books. But remember, he's had success throwing the ball the standard way in this game. And here, this little tap pass, it goes for good yardage, a little something extra in his repertoire.
57 the mark. Watch the run. Hey, check Mike 57. Mike 57. Here we go.
Here's Haskins out of the gun. To the end zone, but knocked away and incomplete. The intended receiver was Thaddeus Moss, but it'll be 2nd and goal.
Receiver coaches preach to their guys all the time. Separation, that's what's going to make the play successful. That time there was very little, and I think they were actually fortunate that it was only knocked away and not intercepted.
The line of scrimmage, once again, the 5 as they get ready for 2nd and goal. And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage, back at the 6. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
It's now 3rd and goal.
Big play coming here. It's 3rd and goal. And now the first throw for the backup quarterback. And this is taken in for a Washington touchdown. Thaddeus Moss, his first touchdown on the year. And Washington going to add on to their lead. No surprise there, 3rd and goal down here. That's where they're going to look for their tight end.
Yeah, you want that big guy running his routes because it doesn't matter who they cover him with. If it's another big guy, he might use his bulk against him. If it's a shorter defender, he might go over the top. Either way, you tend to find a little bit of a mismatch in that area.
Certainly not what they wanted there, so the football by rule comes out to the 40.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
So Prescott to the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at the 40. And on the ground they go with a running back. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
Well, they certainly have been able to get him going and establish the run, so I think it's time to abandon that plan and start chucking it all over the park. And you know who's excited about that? The defensive front. They got a chance to pin their ears back and get after him now.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Prescott. And that one almost intercepted. Far too loose with the football here. Nearly a 4th pick. And it's 3rd down.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Prescott to throw it. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 11 yards and a Cowboy first down.
On the play.
There's a nice pickup right there, and after watching that play, I'm thinking about all the lost opportunities that they've had so far in this game. But right now, just focus on continuing to move the ball the way they did on the last play.
They run the counter now, first down. Yeah, boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain. Well done from a safety to come up there at the line of scrimmage. Nice tackle, too.
Yeah, he actually played into his position, didn't he? He's the strong safety. That means being near the line of scrimmage, cleaning up the run game, almost an extra linebacker, and he relishes the opportunities to put a big hit on a runner.
Flushed out right. And that one almost intercepted. Far too loose with the football here. Nearly a fourth pick. And it's third down.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Prescott now. And for the fourth time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off by Landon Collins. And a great return as he takes us up just shy of the 45. Just a little bit of a rough stretch. 6 interceptions now in these last 2 weeks combined.
I know the easy thing is to go back to mechanics, footwork, things of that nature. I'm also wondering, is he getting fooled by what he's seeing on defense? Has the scouting report changed? Are they showing him things different than what he expected? For the second week in a row, he's throwing it to the guys in the wrong color shirts.
Yeah, he better figure, whatever the reason is, he better figure it out.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense, because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
On 1st and 10, it's Haskins. 20! That's complete to his receiver, McLaurin. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. Boy, a pair of big plays here. This one going for 29. There's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
Let's pin the mirrors back and go full strength. Check 3.
And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. Keep in mind, if you're thinking of staying on the ground, this is a top 5 rush defense.
Yeah, but I don't think you shy away totally with the run. At least show them the hint of a run before you decide to throw the football.
On 2nd and 9, Haskins. And that is caught. Touchdown, Washington. From 13 yards out, as his guys continue to put this one out of reach.
Well, after another passing touchdown, I don't think it'd be an understatement to say that he's in the zone, and I believe he likes it.
The extra point splits the uprights, and that will extend this big lead. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Their own 25-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They are right now just ice cold. I mean, they have struggled big time in this game, and they're getting blown out. How do they adjust?
So tough, because we always talk about it being a team game, and you need all 11 working well together. But every now and then, partner, you need that one guy who can make a play against all odds that maybe can ignite things. And I think that's what they're looking for right now.
Yeah, you talk about going to your playmakers. They probably need to do it.
Find someone that you're used to touching the football that makes big plays and give them that opportunity to maybe wake up everyone else.
Down.
One quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. The Cowboys on 3rd down. They've had good success, 5 for 8 to this point. This is 3rd and 4.
Right there, 56. Come on, boy. 54, go to 54. Why? Don't be scared of it. 56, the mic, boys. 56. Check, 56. I got him. 56.
Prescott from the gun. And my goodness, another interception. Picked by Kendall Fuller. And he will score. Touchdown, Washington. So this defense doubling its pleasure there. Remember, they had the fumble return for a score earlier in the game, and now this time an interception return for another score. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead.
49. Cowboys 7.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And this return will net positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And you can sort of sense their dejection. That last pick six put the icing on the cake, so to speak, in what has been a rough go for them. And the Washington pressure gets to him. He will go down. Montez Sweat able to run him down for a loss of 12 that time.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, and with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. Now left side on the swing pass. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a third down.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen, where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield, a really nice pickup.
The Cowboys on third down, 5 out of 9 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Out of the gun, here's Prescott. Eluding the pressure right. He's got a man, complete. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. That gain on third down, good for 28. In Washington territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. From the gun, they'll try to run it. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
That's a really good gain right there. They pick up 5 yards halfway to a first down. The only problem now in the huddle, everyone's going to want to touch the football. Be a lot of chattering now because they've seen that they can move the line of scrimmage.
From the 40 now on 2nd down. Prescott, he's going to find Gallup here complete. And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 9-yard line. 28.
First down, Dallas.
Here's a handoff out of the gun. Stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
From the 24, Prescott going for it all. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. Blake Jarwin, the intended receiver, and it's 3rd and 5.
They'll probably spend a little extra time dissecting the game film after this one. I think the part of their plan was to hit them over the top of the deep ball. They've been unsuccessful all night.
He's got the first down inside the 10, and he gets it all the way down to the 3. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Well, that was a fun one to watch right there. A nice in-breaking route and plenty of room in the middle of the field. and he was able to get behind the linebackers and grab the completion for a really good pickup.
47's the mic. Hey, let's get off the field, D. Let's get off the field, D. Slam, slam, slam.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. Nothing doing there. They're going to wind up holding him at the 2. No gain there, and it's going to set up 2nd and goal.
No gain on the play.
2nd and goal, and they will try again from the 2-yard line.
2-yard line.
Let's go, defense. Let's go, defense.
Now Prescott. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
One receiver to the left is Cooper. A big play forthcoming. Here's 3rd and goal. From the shotgun, it's Prescott. And it's caught. No gain at all on the play there, and that brings up 4th. So they go pass on 3rd and 2. They complete it, but no gain. Should they have tried to run it?
I thought that running the ball in that situation is what they would have done, because at worst case scenario, you may bring up a 4th down decision for your team. Instead, now, they're not close to the 1st down.
And he's across for the touchdown. Too little, too late, but he does get in for 6.
No wonder you're grinning. You just beat me in our fantasy league.
Indeed I did, my good man.
And that touchdown, well, it barely puts a dent in this lead. And unfortunately, I'm having too many flashbacks right now. I remember getting beat down like this playing before.
Oh, yeah? College, high school?
College. Not a heck of a lot of fun. I still remember playing and trying to tackle an elusive tailback who ended up scoring 4 touchdowns, 226 yards. He scored so many times and had so many great runs, I knew every note to their school's fight song.
Bet that ice bath felt extra cold afterwards.
Oh, no, there was no ice bath. You're just trying to get out of there before the reporters got to you.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup, let him get some time?
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commentated on 3 games in a row. There were blowouts. And in none of them did the starting quarterback ever come out of the game for the team that had a big lead. And in each instance, I asked the coaches later on, why didn't you do that? And they all looked at me and said, just don't really do that in the NFL. These guys play, and we just play them all the way through. Now, in certain situations, they will take them out, but for the most part, they're not as worried and concerned about getting them out of the game. And that's always puzzled me a little bit.
And he's going to get this inside the 30. They give him 16 yards there, and it's a Washington 1st down. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Haskins going to try to throw it. They will find Davis. That's complete. And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone.
It's
A gain of 6 there on 1st.
2nd and 4 at the 21-yard.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4.
55. Mike, 55. Check, 50. Switch up. Mike, 55.
Haskins will throw. And this will be caught. And the carnage continues. It's another touchdown. Trying to bust out of that losing funk, and these fans have to like this. And all right, fellas, this is more like it.
And I know that if this holds up after the game, they're going to give the fans a lot of credit being at home, getting the support. But you and I both know it goes deeper than that. They had to get it together in their own facility, look each other in the eye and say, okay, what's it going to take to break this losing streak? And they really came together with a good week of practice.
And this carries into the end zone. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line.
Cowboys take over 1st and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense.
They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this final drive in a lopsided game like this?
For a lot of coaches,
be honest.
Don't forget today. Don't forget what has happened out here.
Yeah, use that as ammo going forward.
Exactly. Take a great look at that scoreboard. Realize how poorly everything went for us today. Coaching, playing, the whole deal. And never forget it, because
you're not going to want that feeling again.
No, you don't want that feeling again. And who knows? You may meet up with this team again.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Here's Prescott. And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. A 2nd down completion got him 7. Now here's 3rd and 3. From the gun, he'll hand this off. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. 2 yards on the pickup there. It's 4th down.
Brings up 4th down.
This offense converted once on 4th down earlier. Now they're out there again to try once more.
Cowboys.
A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory. And the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points. Allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So for Washington, their good start continues as they get their record up to 4-2. And they'll get a few extra days to savor this one before they take on the New Orleans Saints. Meanwhile, for Dallas, the loss here will move them back to 500 at 3-3. And they'll get a home date next week against the Kansas City Chiefs. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Certainly have to thank Charles Davis, my broadcast partner, and our entire crew. We'll catch you next time right here. It's the NFL on EA Sports.